Imagine a land born from a ribbon of life, cutting through an expanse of barren desert. This is Egypt, and its very existence, its incredible rise to glory, was not merely shaped, but gifted by a single, magnificent artery, the Nile River. This incredible waterway was more than just a river, it was the lifeblood of a civilization, shaping its way of life and leaving behind an amazing legacy for all to see. Imagine an ancient felucca gliding smoothly across the water. What made the Nile so unique, so utterly indispensable? It was its rhythm, a predictable, benevolent cycle of life-giving flood, unlike many unpredictable rivers. The Nile's annual inundation was a reliable phenomenon, so regular that the ancient Egyptians developed their calendar around it. Each summer, heavy rains in the Ethiopian highlands and melting snow from distant mountains swelled its waters. The river would gently overflow its banks, not in a destructive torrent, but in a gradual, soaking embrace that revitalized the parched land. This dependable seasonal flooding was the bedrock upon which all of Egypt would be built. As the floodwaters receded, they left behind a rich, dark silt, and natural fertilizer of unparalleled potency. This black land, or Kemet, was a stark contrast to the surrounding red land of the desert, and it was extraordinarily fertile. This annual deposit of nutrient-rich soil transformed the narrow strip along the Nile into an agricultural paradise, allowing early Egyptians to cultivate staple crops like wheat and barley with remarkable success. This abundance of food meant that communities could not only feed themselves, but also produce a surplus, a crucial step in the development of any complex society. The ability to consistently grow food in such quantities led directly to the rise of permanent settlements. People no longer needed to roam in search of sustenance. They could establish villages and towns along the riverbanks, knowing the Nile would reliably provide. These stable communities fostered population growth, encouraged specialization of labor beyond farming, and led to the development of sophisticated social structures and governance. The Nile was not just a source of water, it was the very cradle of Egyptian civilization, allowing the foundational elements of a great empire, from organized labor to advanced technology and monumental architecture, to flourish. Indeed, the Greek historian Herodotus famously called Egypt the gift of the Nile. His words ring true. Even today, centuries after the last pharaoh ruled, the Nile's predictable rhythm, its generous floods, and the fertile land it bestowed were the central, irreplaceable elements that allowed a civilization to rise from the desert sands and endure for thousands of years. From its banks sprang a culture rich in art, science, and monumental achievement, all owing their existence to the life-giving waters of this eternal river. And this is the gift of the Nile, the start of the ancient Egypt.